OpenAI might be building their own web browser.
Yeah, a browser.
Whoa, that's huge, right?
It's big. They really want to change how we use the internet.
Okay, so, like, more than just competing with Chrome.
Way more. Think like integrating ChatGPT right into browsing.
So the browser would be, like, super smart.
Exactly. It could give you answers instantly, personally.
Sounds pretty far out there.
I know, right? But they're already talking to companies about it.
Really? Like, whoa.
Well, Cast, Redfin, Eventbrite, Priceline, even Samsung, apparently.
Wow, they're serious then.
Yeah.
But Chrome is, like, everywhere. Can they really take on Google?
It's a David and Goliath situation for sure.
Especially since Chrome has, what, like 63% of the market?
Yeah, something like that. But Google's got those antitrust problems.
True, that could weaken them.
And OpenAI is going after Google's business model head on.
You mean all those ads Google relies on?
Yep. OpenAI is like, no ads, just users and their privacy.
Plus, they've already got Search GPT.
Oh yeah, Search GPT, instead of links, gives you straight answers.
Cuts out all the noise, right?
Yeah, no more digging through pages of results. Pretty cool.
That's a whole new way to find info.
So Google must be doing something to fight back though, right?
Oh, absolutely. They've got their own chatbot, Gemini.
And they're putting a lot of work into it, aren't they?
Big time. In fact, their latest version just won on the LLM Swiss Arena.
Oh, the what now?
The LLM Swiss Arena, it's like a test for how smart these language models are.
Oh, okay, so it's a big deal that Gemini won.
It means they're ahead of the game in understanding language and answering questions.
Interesting. So it sounds like OpenAI and Google are really pushing each other.
Yeah, it's like an AI arms race, which is good for us, really.
How so?
Competition leads to better AI, faster, and OpenAI is really focused on users.
It seems to be working. They've got how many users on ChatGPT now?
250 million every week, last I checked.
Whoa, that's a ton. Plus they're partnering with Apple, right?
Yeah, for some of their intelligence features. So they're going mainstream.
This is pretty fascinating stuff. What gets you most excited about all this?
It's this. OpenAI is changing how the internet works. At its core, it's not about ads anymore. It's about people.
Yeah, that's a pretty big shift.
Could be huge,
Yeah.
but we need to see what Google does to counter it.
All right, let's get into that next. What's Google cooking up in their labs?
Well, Google's been on top for what feels like forever. They've got the resources. They know how the internet works.
Yeah, but empires fall, right? So what makes them vulnerable here? Is it just the antitrust stuff or is it something bigger?
Antitrust is a problem, yeah. But the real issue is those ads. Google depends on them, but people are getting wary of that.
Especially with all the privacy concerns these days.
Exactly. And OpenAI's coming in saying, hey, we're ad-free.
That's got to be making Google nervous, right?
Absolutely. So what are they doing about it? They're going all in on AI. Gemini, their chatbot, that's their answer to ChatGPT.
Yeah, and they're making it better all the time, aren't they? Like, we talked about Gemini winning on that LLM Swiss Arena thing.
Right. It's a total AI arms race.
Oh.
But is a better chatbot enough?
I mean, it's a start, but maybe not enough.
They're trying to put AI into everything they do. You see it a little with Google Assistant, but they need to do more.
It's like they're stuck. If they change too much, they might lose users. But if they don't change enough, they might become obsolete.
Yeah, it's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Hard to say what they'll do.
They've adapted before, though, right? Google is good at that.
True, they could leverage their size, their user base, and catch up.
But OpenAI has that momentum, that clear vision.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
It's more than just browsers, it's the whole internet we're talking about.
Oh.
Where do you think this all goes in the next, say, 5 years?
Ooh, that's the question, isn't it? If OpenAI really nails this user-focused AI thing, the whole internet could change. Imagine, no more ads, just answers. We might even see new ways to do business, to connect.
It's like the Wild West all over again. Anything could happen.
Yeah, it's exciting, but we got to be realistic too.
Right, there are downsides to all this.
Yeah, like what about bias in these AI systems? If they learn from biased data, they could make things worse.
True. We can't just assume AI is always going to be fair and neutral.
And then there's the potential for misuse, deepfakes, misinformation. It gets easier to manipulate people as AI gets smarter.
That's a scary thought. It's a lot of power in the wrong hands.
It's a balancing act, harnessing the good while guarding against the bad.
So we've got OpenAI and Google, but what about everyone else? Are there other players in this AI space we should be watching?
Oh, definitely. There are lots of companies doing cool stuff. One to watch is Anthropic. They're building a model called Claude.
Claude, okay. What's special about them?
They're focused on making AI that aligns with human values.
That's good to hear. What about the big guys? Microsoft, Amazon?
They're in the game too. Microsoft's been doing AI for a while now, and they've invested a lot in OpenAI. Amazon uses AI everywhere. Their store, their cloud services, even their physical stores.
So it's not just OpenAI versus Google then?
Nope, it's a whole ecosystem. And that's good. More competition is good.
More choices for users, more innovation.
Exactly. We get to decide what kind of future we want.
That's empowering, actually. We have a role to play in all this.
For sure. And this is still early days for AI. Who knows what's next?
What are you personally most excited about looking ahead?
Healthcare. Imagine AI diagnosing diseases earlier, more accurately, or creating treatments tailored just for you based on your genes.
That's wild. It sounds like something out of science fiction.
It's becoming reality. And education, too. AI could change how we learn. Personalized lessons, AI tutors, learning at your own pace.
It's amazing to think about. Learning could be accessible to everyone. But like we've said, AI is a tool. It can be used for good or bad.
Right, we need to be careful how we develop it, how we use it. Ethics, fairness, transparency, those are all important.
So we've talked about the big picture, but let's get personal now. How is all this going to affect the average person in their daily life? Yeah, it's easy to get lost in the big ideas, but how will this actually change things for people?
Well, think about how you find information now. We Google everything, right?
Right.
That could change. Instead of Google, we might have AI assistants that they could give us answers directly, tailored to what we need.
So like a personalized search engine.
More like a conversation. You ask, it finds the best answer, just for you.
Interesting. What else?
Creativity. Tools like GPT-4 are already helping people write better, come up with ideas.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Imagine that, but way more advanced. AI could be your creative partner.
Like a built-in brainstorming buddy. Pretty cool. But are there any downsides to this? We've talked about bias, misinformation, anything else.
One worry is we might rely on AI too much.
Become dependent on it.
Yeah, we could lose some of our own skills, you know? Critical thinking, problem solving.
Like anything, it's about balance. Using AI as a tool, not a crutch.
Exactly. Another concern is jobs. Some jobs might be automated away.
That's a real worry.
It's happened before with new technology, but new jobs also appear.
So it's about adapting, learning new skills.
Right. We need to focus on education, on training people to work with AI.
Not against it, but with it.
Yeah. So any advice for our listeners? How do they stay ahead of the curve?
Especially with everything changing so fast.
Never stop learning. Stay curious. Try out new AI tools. Be open to new ways of working, new ways of thinking.
And don't just accept everything you see. Think critically.
Absolutely. This AI revolution is just getting started. It's full of potential.
But also potential risks, as we've discussed.
It's up to all of us to make sure AI is used for good.
To benefit humanity, not harm it. So, to our listeners, stay curious. Stay informed. This is a conversation we all need to be part of. The future of AI is in our hands.